Okay, I need you to pay attention to this. It's like really important. It's like so important. That's it. That's all. Hello, friends. We have a Diggy hole game for you today. It was supposed to be last week. I had to move it to this one. It's a little new transition. Please, like, can we hear a little commotion for the transition, which Adrian made for us, including animating the logo and everything, which is very, very, very cool. I have to do it again. Fine. Switch back to here. Oh my god, Terrence, please. And then back again. Okay. So crisp. We'll have something new to show you tomorrow as well. So make sure you're here at the start of Good, I'm glad to hear them all coming in the voice call. Superb. Make sure you're here at the start of tomorrow's game stream because we have something else to show you. I'm gonna like blitz through announcements. There's not a lot. Mainly the indie tabletop, like indie October goal that we had, which was 400. We've reached that. We're now at 500. Every 100 over that adds a game. If you specifically add that 100, you get to pick the game and call a slot. There's a card coupon. It is broken for the weekend. Like, it is not broken, but it's called broken for the weekend. Holding thoughts together. Don't really have that many that I can hold together. Main thing is I was going to do art stream immediately after the Diggy today, but Alan and I are burnt, like, real bad. We got terrible fucking sleep, so we're just going to, like, do some digging and then call it a night, I think. So I'm going to unmute and hopefully not interrupt literally everything.
And, like,
Hello.
The thing that's going on.
Oh.
This is the worst conversation.
I look forward to it. I'm gonna fade into the background though. Enjoy.
Oh, sure.
That transition, though. We saw the transition twice.
Oh, yeah. That's really,
yeah, they made it very uncomfortable for me.
Alan doesn't want to cover me, so I mean...
Canonically, I'm covered in an inch layer of petroleum jelly right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well,
not all.
we rub our bodies together, but he doesn't want to.
Then Royce has, like, a climber's chalk bag pouch full of it.
Yeah, Royce has a fucking belt pouch full of, like, lube, in case anybody's ever wondering. If that ever comes up in the game.
Listen, if you need an emergency pouch of lube, I've got you covered.
So you also got... You gotta have, like, an emergency pouch of mustache wax, too, though.
Of course.
Personally, I thought it was the same thing, honestly.
I thought you were gonna say a fucking pouch full of mustard, and I was very confused, but very excited to know where we were going with it.
No, that's Betch. Beck's got all the mustard sauce.
Excellent. Betch is just full of mustard. Hold on.
I have some seasoning.
List of things I know.
I had bechamel in this one.
Oh, the rabbits are not part of the Diggy Hole games. Only because these are much simpler games, and you don't need them.
Okay.
Also, I'm sorry, that's 2 games in a row, but don't worry, you'll make up for it in October with the number of games you signed up for. Hello, everybody. This is the third Diggy Hole game. It has a spider web on it. I had terrible sleep last night, but we're still gonna play this game. Fuck the landscapers or whoever was unloading at 7 o'clock this morning. 7 o'clock this morning. Okay, so we have Seth, who is played by Seth.
Hey.
We have Midnight, who is played by Kuari.
Hello, everyone.
Excellent. We have Vatna, who is played by Lurid.
Back in time with the airship, just in time for...
Just in time. And then there's Royce, who is played by Kole.
I'm back again, everybody.
This isn't the really sexy Chad voice picture yet, but
we're
it's
getting
very
there.
good. We'll get there. Excellent. So we have been hired once again. The crew is necessary for the Diggy Hole game, but before that, we're gonna go to the academy, and we're going to see a very exasperated once again tattoo, just big size and just a fucking pile of paperwork that is just from B positive and Sama and also Vatna and then from a Mel, but those are just like, it's just a stack of paper from them, those four over and over again. It's just like, after much consideration, due to the saving of B positive, beloved officer of the HTML Wanderpus, we are awarding Vatna with this Medal of Honor, which looks pretty much exactly like the Star Wars Medal of Honor that Chewbacca didn't get until the most recent movie.
No.
And he just walks up to Vatna and it's just like, and here you are, our beloved Moth, after months of like thinking about it and considering what your reward for saving B positive is, and just puts the medal around your neck. And it's just like, uses one of his arms and like raises your arm in the sky. Also, remember, like, even though I think Vatna, how tall is Vatna right now?
5-foot-ish range, I think.
Okay.
Maybe short. No, 4-foot-ish.
Tattoo is 8 feet tall.
Okay, so twice as height.
Yeah, so like he like uses one of his lower arms to raise up your arms. It's just like, everybody give it up for Officer Vatna Stein Plus. Or is it Vatna Stein Positive? I don't know how to pronounce this.
Let's go, Vatna, yeah.
I appreciate the pomp under the circumstance.
Excellent. And he's just like, his other 3 arms that are not raising up your arms, one of them has a cup of coffee, 2 of them has a cigarette. And he's just like, everybody, excellent. Now, and again, we have to pay the bills around here. Somebody needs to keep the lights on. So our beloved friends at R&P Corporation, Digging Company, and or Chili's locating? What the fuck is this? Fucking cats. And he flips the page. It's like, them has asked us once again to investigate a problem at the bottom of their hole. This time they say it's not a problem so much as with, hold on. And he like looks close. He's like, and he looks up and he looks at the 4 of you, and then he looks back down at his paper. And he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, we've put together the correct squad for this, I suppose. You need to shut up, Pants. Like, they need, and okay, they need a crew of diplomats to come help them deal with a sticky situation. And then it has quotations LOL. So he just like...
Is that perhaps literal?
He opened and he's just like, I don't know. It was written by cats.
Yeah.
That means it's the cutest handwriting ever.
So... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just go on.
He's like, so I'm gonna need you all to hurry up and get to that desert. Vatna, you know how to fly the airship. Just fucking go and make us money, I guess. They say they're gonna pay us for it, so keep the lights on, people.
Strange they did not mention that last night. Very
Well,
well.
The cats.
Perhaps
let's
it
go
is a
make some
new
money.
Development.
I will literally die for those cats.
You see Tattoo like pull out a pen and make a note. Mm-hmm. Good to know.
Organ donor.
Like,
I don't know if any of my organs are compatible.
you can make them compatible.
So you guys make it to like the Diggy hole and you'll notice that it has significantly more like permanent housing like before it was all tents, but now a city seems to be like forming around the where the tents were, the like stone houses or sandrock houses.
Damn, that's
They
a big
work
hole.
quickly.
Oh, this totally won't end in a sinkhole situation. No, not at all. Well, their problem, I guess.
All right, 100 gold coins. There's gonna be a rift eventually here.
Alright, Peanut walks up to you, and he raises his hand like he's about to say something, but it's like, it needs water for a rift. It's dry.
Not every rift needs water.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I went to hell and back. It doesn't need water.
Oh, fuck. Rupert would have no idea about that. Oh, fuck. Was there a Chili's there?
Maybe? We didn't really stop to sightsee.
Go back, find Chili's.
You want me to go back to hell?
I actually know of a way.
Peanut raises his hand and like Rupert's like, no, shut up, Chili's. Anyway.
Yes, you mentioned in a report submitted that you have a sticky situation.
And again, Peanut starts to raise his hand and was like, spider webs! Webs. Need to get the tools down there. They've agreed as long as we can get the correct, like the people say it's okay. So, I just need you to lower the machinery. And Peanut finally just buzzes. What we actually need is we need to get these two large pieces of machinery at the bottom of the hole. There are some interesting arachnid people down. If only we had somebody that was diplomatic. And Peanut looks at Rupert. He's just like, and Peanut, you guys know, was the advisor of a king, and he does have a lot of diplomatic problems. Peanut is scared of spiders. He doesn't want to tell anybody, but you guys will have heard it through like the whispering. Peanut is terribly afraid of spiders, and if you have arachnophobia, please let me know, because there will be spiders on the screen. They are cartoony spiders. They are not like absolutely terrifying. But if you guys are worried about it, I want to give you the warning before I just throw them on the screen.
Coin flip card.
Excellent.
Thanks,
Terrifying,
Toast.
but excellent.
You really want to turn this into that type of game, huh? Okay.
Yes, I did put Rupert and Peanut on this backhoe. But I didn't put it on the other one because it just wouldn't work right. So,
How far down have you drilled so far?
well, there was the... Okay, and then the mall, okay, and then all the yarn, and then all those roots, and then we got to the spiders. I would... Far, like, at least 100 of me.
That's more than I can count.
I look at him, and then, like, my eyes glaze over, and I picture it in my mind. I mean, that's not super far. But you said at least, so it's probably more, right?
It's pretty far.
I want to just like peek down into the hole, see how far I can see.
A ways, but then it definitely goes dark after like quite a while. But there are lights coming up from the hole every once in a while, like because they have been installing like blinking lights all the way down. They're very OSHA certified.
Yes.
Unionized?
Oh, definitely, most definitely.
They
The union's
probably
mostly
still
on
don't have
point.
dental.
I mean, we could. we're very union forward on this tabletop game, so I think we could probably get them dental. Are you saying Rupert wouldn't be a very good like boss? I think he wouldn't be a good boss just because like he's kind of stupid, but not because he's not generous.
I think that means he'd be a perfect boss, because that's how a lot of bosses I've had have been.
Yeah,
All the
stupid
best
generous
bosses.
boss is like the best one.
Right?
Not you, Captain. Not you. I want to clarify.
Yeah, the captain's a fucking shitty boss. Fucking Royce just leads the union. Let's change this game. This game's all about unionizing the crew, I guess.
Oh boy.
I actually think Vatna will vouch for the captain.
Let's face it, the captain did try to eat Krieg once.
Well,
And-
who hasn't, like,
and
at least thought of it?
Burrito. Yeah.
The favorite kind of boss is just the it's the one that just tattoos the actual guy that has to keep coming out and doing all the work. It's just like, how come we couldn't take the sub here? It's just like, oh, the captain took it out again. And it's just like, you guys have no idea what the captain is.
She takes it out on a Sunday drive.
Just fucking, it's just out there somewhere. It's like sunbathing completely naked on like the deck of the sub. Some of the crew members are still inside. It's like, can we go home? I have an appointment.
Priorities.
Take a trip to Market Square.
Yeah, right? Market Square! Anyway, so we're gonna go down the hole a little bit. As long as everybody's good with it, unless we want to unionize, then we can just play that game instead. I'm not ready for that one, but
I'm not gonna lie. It sounds interesting.
No, because then I would have to be more accountable.
They wouldn't let me be shirtless. I can't join the union.
wait, is
Honestly-
that why you're unionizing, so you can be shirtless?
Yeah.
Huh.
Every time I walk out of the lab, and somebody sees me, like, "Hey, you got to put your uniform on," and I'm like, "But the muscles, I gotta let them breathe."
You gotta let them breathe. If you don't if you can't flex on them, what's the point?
Like I walk out of the lab, and I've been working out so hard, I'm steaming. Like I gotta let people know.
When Royce steams, is it like the glowing blue mist around him? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's like Leto engine mist or something.
Oh, 100%.
But like you might see it in like the dead of the night. It might freak you out a little bit, but hey, you know.
So Royce secretes Leto?
Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean,
He is my boy.
he's
So
a
he's
boy.
so he's this world's Vaseline.
I birthed that man.
Once upon a time, there was a guy that referred to his penis as my boy, and I have never been able to get that out of my brain.
Ooh.
It fucking bothers me. To this day, that was like easily a decade ago that I heard that, and I am not happy about that. So there you go. If anybody ever wonders why, when you say my boy, I feel uncomfortable, there you go.
I
All
say
right.
my boy a lot.
I know you do, and every time I think of somebody's dick. Not your dick. I think of somebody else's. I
Perfect.
didn't even see it. I just know we referred to it as.
All right, my boy. Let's go into the hole.
There are things that make me uncomfortable in this world. Father, help. Anyway,
My boy.
so here we are. We have begun lowering the, machinery into the hole, and you have reached the first layer of spider webs. And they are rather large spider webs. Again, if you're scared of spiders, let me know.
Are they
But here-
quality spider webs?
Incredibly strong. Like these,
Ooh.
this machinery could not pass through these spider webs. They would get tangled.
This would be a good resource to collect.
And spiders all over the place. And I know my tokens don't show them, but they are all wearing clothes. I'm thinking mostly like almost Victorian. long dresses on, like the female present. Like some of them are wearing long dresses, some of them are wearing vests and like pocket watches and monocles and top hats.
I love these spiders. They're my best friends now.
And they see you guys coming down with the things, and they like come right up to the group. They're like, "Oh, hello, hello. How may we help you today? We heard you were coming."
Yes.
Greetings from the surface.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And they all like stick out their hands to shake all of you guys' hands at the same time. Like all 4 of them like come down.
I begin shaking as many hands as I can.
Oh, excellent. They are shaking right back. You're not sure how many times you've shaken hands with the same one, but it's just fucking...
Just let it ride for as long as that takes.
It goes on so much longer than you want it to.
This is an excuse to flex my biceps.
Oh, excellent. Oh, you're a strong one. Shake, 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 shake. You're a furry one. Shake, shake, shake. You don't have legs. You have more like tentacle situations, and that makes me uncomfortable, but I'm gonna be okay with it. Shake, shake, shake. It's like, oh, yeah. And like all 4 of them stare, like, you're a moth. And like all of their eyes, so like you have 36 eyes on you at once, Vatna.
I am. Exciting, isn't it?
Please don't not eat the moth.
They're also a guest, and I give them the eye.
They do just all like look at you guys like, oh, you're just this tasty snack. Don't worry. And like, roll a 20-sider, Vatna.
Yeah. See how my life is on the line.
Fucking
Ha!
natural 20. You're good. You're good. But you do see some of them like lick their palms and be like, after they shake their hands with you, like kind of weird. Like,
With
But-
That
with
was
that
supposed to be
20,
a coin
can
flip.
ah, shit.
Fuck.
My
Can't wait.
bad.
But we can't change the 20 though.
We can't
It was
take the
rolled.
we can't take we'll pass it off for the next one because that roll wasn't really anything. That was just whether or not you saw them lick their hands afterwards was what it was gonna be. So like that was like so you do know that they're not going to eat you, but they want to. Also, my roll 20 went down all of a sudden.
Oh,
I
say
see.
yes,
He
and
takes
not one
nothing.
caught in this web.
Tastes like sand.
They all like go back and forth, like they all chatted between themselves, and they're just like, okay. So we know that you want to get your machinery through, and you know, what you might not know is we are having a little bit of a political discourse down here, and we would like, we might like a little bit of surface dweller, as you said. Greetings from the surface, if I do recall, and somebody like takes the notes. It's like they said it. Greetings from the surface, right here. And one of them is writing with like their back legs holding like a, so like at their butt they are writing down stuff. And it's just like, okay, you said greetings from the surface, and excellent. That's as far as I got. Then we shook hands. It says here, we shook a lot of hands, one too many times. Then you licked your hands because you thought it was tasty. It's a moth. We took the note that we do, in fact, want to eat the little moth man. We do. We would like to eat him. But we've decided that we aren't going to. But we have decided that we want to. Just so you know, we would like to eat you, if that is okay at some point in the future.
The feeling is mutual.
Excellent, excellent. I will make a note of that. And he just pulled out his pen again. He says right now, would like to eat us as well. Blue one, big muscles. Black one, kind of furry. Other blue one has tentacles and moth we would like to eat. Do we have all of the notes for thus far?
We are
that-
current.
Excellent, excellent. Flips his
Midnight,
page.
you're only kind of furry.
Oh, we would like an addendum. And they all just stare at Midnight. How would you like to describe the quality of fur that you have? How many
I personally
U's
think it-
is that one? How many U's? You really held that one.
I
3
guess.
U's. We're going with 3 U's.
Okay. That's definitely not a question I've received before, but I think my first most luxurious fur out there for any wolf man.
We're gonna put this to a vote. Everybody, please, would you say And you three, you can't vote for yourself. We know that your vote is going to be luxurious fur, and we are saying kinda furry. So, between kinda and luxurious, Blue Man with all the muscles, could you please vote? Would you vote kind of or most luxurious you've ever seen?
Most luxurious, clearly.
Most luxurious, okay. And Tentacle Guy?
I believe it's 11 out of 10 amount of luxuriousness.
Excellent, excellent. And how about you, Moth? We would still just absolutely love to eat. If you're giving up any limbs, we will take them immediately. Thank you.
I'll just grin and say, the most luxurious, of course.
The most luxurious. And then you see all the spiders like get into like a little pile and like talk about it. It's a stalemate. We think you're kind of furry, and you think you're most luxurious. So we're gonna call you beautifully furry. Is that okay? Would you accept that?
That's acceptable.
Acceptable.
That's wholesome.
Excellent. And you would like to bring the machinery from the cats down, correct?
Is
Yes.
the matter at hand.
Mm-hmm. Excellent, excellent. And what are you willing to give us in exchange?
Well, what
we
do
can't
you
Commerce.
need?
What are we? Oh, see, like they all just like look back and forth. They say, he knows, he understands, he gets it. What do we need? Excellent. We need. Like one of them pulls out a list. It's like, what do we need? What do we think that they can do? Yeah, excellent. We, since you are clearly going to be destroying part of our floor, would like you just. If you could dig a bigger hole, we're great at building webs, as you can see. I'm magnificent webbing. Please admire our webs.
Very sturdy.
These are beautiful webs.
The
Most
quality
beautiful.
was one of the first things I noticed upon setting.
These are 11 out of 10 webs.
One of them like writes down, has said 11 out of 10 twice. Might not be sincere. Puts the pen back. Yes, yeah, it's quite workmanship. As you can tell, we are very good at building, but we are not good at digging. So if you would like to remove our space, we're gonna need like equal, if not more space possible. And he points to like the cavern walls. These claws just ain't for digging.
That seems more quite a fair trade, honestly.
I'm glad you agree.
You would like more places to place webs, correct?
Excellent. Exactly what we would like.
How about this? You see, one part of digging a hole requires shoring up the walls, and your webs are excellent material for that.
They all like nod at each other. Yeah, compliment our webs more. Thank you. Thank you. Muscle guy really gets us.
And I believe an agreement could be met here where we dig, and then you use your webs to make sure the walls don't cave in around us.
I think I most assuredly think that we could handle a simple job like that.
Yeah, and that way we can move our equipment down further. You get more webs. I believe this is a win-win.
Now, architecturally, what kind of like floor plan are we looking at?
I look to the others.
Are you talking for your new tunnels or for what we need to do to get further down?
Well, to get further down, you just need us to remove our like already amazing floor, and you look down and you do see their web floor. It's just like, you're like, this is already amazing. We know that this is amazing. But like for if you're going to create a new space for us, what is the layout that you are planning?
That would be what you guys want.
Oh, it's like we are just spectators in this part of the game of this. We would like it to just know what you have in mind.
Can I sketch out like an example of the diving bell, like how that's built, and just like show them?
Oh god, we're gonna
this
build them a
time.
bar. Absolutely. Alright, this is gonna be the coin flip though, whether or not they like the bar idea or not.
You know, that seems fair.
Alright, so roll me a d2. 1 is a 1, 2 is a 20. And this is Toast's fault.
1 is a 1, 2 is a 20. One.
Oh, absolutely. Alright. It's just like, we're not much of a drinker fan. I was actually thinking, and like, hear me out. And so their proposal is going to be much, much harder for you guys to actually succeed. They're like, we're thinking of a place, and one of them was just like, hold on, what if we can get a web ball court? And so you see them all like talking about this. It's like amazing. Yeah, the goals would be here and here. And they're just like, okay, make us a web ball court. That's all you need to do. If you make us just a perfectly sized web ball court, we will let you pass with no problems. And they're like, yeah, okay. And then you see them all as a group walk away without explaining what web ball is.
I really hope it's like basketball.
Web ball.
What's basketball?
We're gonna have a time later.
You just make a ball of web and throw it at each other?
It's that you guys are up. It's up to you guys to design the court of what you think web ball might be.
All right. Royce has an idea.
There are a lot of games that have webs in them. Like
Are there any like kids out playing in the webs, or is it just those 4 that are around? Or is this like a whole society?
I would say go ahead and roll me a 20-sided and see if you can locate kids. Oh, there's definitely like a whole society down here. But is anybody right here?
Just anyone we can see.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of little ones up there. Oh,
shit.
Well, never mind. No, there's not.
Kids don't exist anymore.
Kids don't exist. You eliminated all the children from the world. Fuck. Okay.
Children eliminated.
Did you eat the children?
Didn't know it was gonna happen, but it did.
Well, I mean...
Alright, I have an idea for web ball. Hear me out. It's like 3D chess, but instead of chess, it's dodgeball.
Yes. How many dimensions are we working in?
5.
Easily doable.
I mean, sure. What is this? What does the web actually feel like? Is it really sticky, or does it feel like Vaseline on somebody's body?
Me being the expert on what your body being covered in Vaseline feels like, and also the expert in walking into spider webs in a forest, right into your face and getting into your mouth unhappily, Boy Scouts. That was a very bad day. Anyway, it's not like Vaseline, it's more like getting a mouthful of spider web. So, sticky, but, you can get you guys, at the size that you are, can pull yourselves out of it. Vatna being, like, kind of, Vatna and, Midnight, your fur, or, like, your amount of, like, whatever moths have, that's not fur, but it's something.
It's fluffy fur. It's like
whatever the fluff is.
It's fur-ish fluff.
We think it's fur.
I don't know.
Alan had a really bad experience with spider
Moth
webs.
hair.
Yeah, like you two being like so furry, like if you get into spider web, it's very difficult. Like you wouldn't want to like be in a hurry to cross these webs because you two would get fucked. Like your boots and stuff will like protect you, but if you fall in hands first, unless you're wearing gloves, you got a palm. Your hair getting stuck in it, like Royce's ponytail. Actually, all 3 of you long-haired boys falling into it would have like an issue, but
I can beat the webs.
There may already be an issue. Midnight doesn't wear boots.
Well, if you're not wearing boots, then you do not want to step in this web. You know it. It's sticky. You can move, but it does feel like ripping some of those hairs out of your feet.
You know, guys, this, after all said and done, it'd be really good to see if anybody would want to open commerce. This stuff could be used for a lot of things.
We use it for our homes, dipshit!
I mean for surface people, you can make money.
Get back to building our court!
Right, so
So what do we
3D
think?
chest without the chest. It's dodgeball with web balls. It's 5-dimensional 3D chess.
How big?
How big are these spider people?
Where do we
Uh,
destroy first?
I would say they are actually bigger than you guys. Just a little, like, their bodies are probably the same size as your bodies, but you gotta account for their 8 fucking giant limbs.
Should be 20 spiders people's long.
Oh, web ball's 10v10.
Yeah.
Or is it asymmetrical? Is it 8v12?
Well, you see, it's 3D, 5D chess. So it's also got to be like 30 high, 30 deep, like 100 long.
At least 50 in.
50 in, yeah. And then you got the time. It's got to be at least 13 time.
How many balls do you think?
At least 2. At least 2.
Oh, at least. That's the 2 per spider.
Okay, so Royce has laid out his plan. Now, everyone, how are you building? Like, are you using abilities to dig? Because we have to dig away the stone, and, like, nothing's gonna fall on you guys because we already know the spiders are gonna take care of that part. They're gonna keep everything, like, up. So you don't have to worry about that. You're mostly worrying about getting the shape and the structure correct, but there's no real danger in what you're doing.
Can I bend these webs into shape with my bare hands?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's just gonna be like your role on getting this correctly. Also,
I'm handling the 4th and 5th dimension aspect of the court.
excellent, excellent. Also, Vatna, your medal, I will get it in the workshop channel for you. It just allows you to re-roll one of your rolls a day.
Cool.
Like, per game, you just get a free re-roll.
I love it so much.
Oh, and 100 long. I don't know if we're doing metric or imperial, but yeah.
Only metric.
Spiders.
Both and neither.
Oh shit,
once.
spider. All right.
We're measuring by the spider.
30 spiders high. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, midnight. We've got Royce is
Demolition
working
tool.
on. Excellent. That makes perfect sense. You guys got some shovels and some like digging equipment. Midnight, what's your plan? Like, how are you helping build this court?
You give me a moment. I'm actually looking through a few of my items.
Absolutely. While I wait for you, Seth, how are you doing? We know Vatna's like rewriting reality to get the 4D and 5D of the court working, and Royce is working on like building it with his bare hands.
Yeah, he's like Vatna's like using a Maddox on a fixed point in space, just hitting it over and over.
Absolutely.
Well, knowing that we were gonna need to, I'm gonna play a demolish item card once I can find it in this mess. By the way, I'd love to be able to look at these by like alphabetical order or
I
something.
wish I had any control over those cards. It's like when we do the refresh and when we do the redo of them, which is coming soon, probably by October, we're gonna try to get that done. Don't quote me on it, but we're gonna try to get it working better.
All right, played a card to get some low yield dynamite, not some crazy stuff. Learning a little bit of chemistry, so that's the fun part, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
absolutely.
make sure it's okay with you guys. I'm gonna open up some space over here to the left. Is that all right with you all? Does this fit the plans?
Make it so.
Vatna pops his head out at the singularity and gives a thumbs up. Goes back in.
Oh my god, he's so cute. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this thing.
Cool. Yeah, you don't even have to make a roll for that one because between the shovel and your explosives, like, it happens exactly how you want it to. So, like, you guys have exactly the amount of space that you intend to make.
Excellent.
Okay. So for Midnight, he'll use his haversack to get a pulley system going so he can get all the excess material out of the caverns.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense to me. As a second time you've used the haversack for pulleys.
Yeah.
Right, so Oop, go ahead.
That's kind of why I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it again, but yeah, might as well.
No, yeah, you're fine. So Seth doesn't need to roll a die, but I'm gonna need a die roll from Royce, Midnight, and from Vatna. Oh, look at that. Royce. Oh, fucking Midnight got the success too. It's gonna be successful no matter what Vatna rolls here because of the 20, but let's just see how good it is with Vatna's, like...
I know
Vatna got a 7.
What the hell happened? Oh, there it is. Alright, so tough choice for Vatna. You can get the 4D and 5D elements perfect for this game, but you are going to open a rift somewhere else in the world that we will deal with later. We will not deal with that this game. I am just making a note of it. Or you can either get the 4D or 5D version of it perfect. It's like, it still works. It's still working.
Honestly, the 4D is really just like a luxury feature. This is 5D, 3D chess dodgeball that we're working with, so it's fine if the 4D gets nixed.
Okay, alright, so like we're mainly dealing in 5th dimensional chess.
Yeah.
But Royce has laid out the court perfectly. He understood exactly what web ball was. Didn't even never even got close to not being right. Like, they come in and they're like, holy crap, holy spider Jesus.
Oh, there's a spider and a bee Jesus?
You see, like, one of them hold a crucifix with 6 arms out to the side.
Oh, man.
or is it like the spider's like legs are all curled up and they die?
It's just the bottom. No, like, because they're pinned. They're all pinned like fucking butterfly. Like,
I was about to say, this is a display spider, Jesus. Oh.
Display spider Jesus is very funny to me. Oh God, please don't throw up.
Yes, welcome to the Wanderpus. Yep.
Welcome to the Wanderpus, Spider Jesus.
Spider Jesus, Bee Jesus. We got Ripped Jesus.
That's
Spider
gonna
Jesus.
show up one of these art streams.
Absolutely, Spider Jesus is just. I will make sure of it at some point.
Spider Jesus crucifix.
God, I wish I wasn't so blasphemous every single time I play something.
That would be
Spider
such a good
Jesus.
t-shirt design, though.
He's just like, my child, I bless you. And then he just throws out flies to other little spiders.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
just like, body of Spider Christ, body of Spider Christ, body of Spider Christ. And they're all just like flies off of a windowsill. I'm really sorry if any of you are super Catholic and I'm really fucking up your religion right now. I didn't.
Oh no,
intend to
I'm all
today.
for it. This is
Nothing
perfect.
is sacred here.
It just kind of happened. Because Royce is the one that rolled highest. In the explosion, in the debris, as Midnight was clearing it away, you do find a shield that looks like a small buckler. The buckler, this is for Royce specifically, you're the one that found it. It looks like it has a spring in the center of it, underneath the middle part of it. And this is called the bouncer. This magical buckler that straps perfectly, and it straps like it always fits perfectly. If a foe within reach attacks you with a weapon, it rolls a failure, you bounce that weapon back at them and hit them with it instead. And then you can also make your...
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Exactly that. So, that is what you found on the first floor. And these spiders are elated. They love it. Like, and like one of them's just like, I can't believe you got the 5D but ignored the 4D. That's perfect. That's exactly what we need. Who needs to worry about time when you're playing web ball?
So you can play forever. And no time at all. I am glad it is up to your satisfaction.
Oh, this is great. It'll bring in so much tourism. Please, pass out flyers. And they all just start handing you flyers.
Oh, so we can just get, like, so many flyers multiple times?
So many you guys get, like, there's 4 different flyers, but the number of times that you get them, because they're holding them with, like, each one of their hands, it's basically you have a deck of cards each.
Oh. Do they make a pattern when you, like, put the 4 different ones together?
Oh, yeah, if you do it like a flip book, it's just like a spider fucking another spider.
That much,
I don't think Spider Jesus would appreciate it.
Really
thinking more like an ARG type thing, but they just want to show fucking spiders.
Oh god, I didn't know they were handing out pornography.
I guess Spider Jesus is into different things down here. Okay.
Hey, no prudes down here.
That's actually what the back of the cross says, no prudes. Like, if you're going to Spider Jesus' church, it just says no prudes, and it's the horniest church you've ever been to.
I cannot wait for the marketing materials to come out of here. I am super excited about this.
I don't really feel comfortable with horny Spider Jesus, I'm just gonna say that, but I've already set it into reality, so here we go.
I was talking more about, the games, but,
Yeah, Spider Jesus, it's gonna web your hole. Yep.
I hate it! I hate
it! Is that the commercials?
Oh, I realized why there aren't any kids.
Yeah. You're not allowed to go to these You're not allowed to go to web ball if you're a kid. It's fucking 18 up.
I guess we know where the balls come into play. Okay.
And like they're all like getting ready to play a game of web ball, but you all are actually like, I don't know how you feel. I'm not putting words in your mouth, but it's becoming really awkward, really fast.
They make the balls during the game.
Yeah,
I think
so
that
we're gonna dig a hole now,
satisfies
right?
our end, so we can
No, we'll satisfy your end, moth boy.
Hole, we're gonna dig one, yes.
I almost made a vor joke. I think we should
down.
So you guys, they're like, with the shovels and the TNT that Seth had, you guys can definitely like easily blow through this bottom hole and like further on to the next step down.
Oh god, there's more.
Yeah, there's more spiders. But
I feel like I've been here. Vatna says out loud.
So you do see like ruins of some ancient place. Like there were definitely like people that were not spider-based living down here at one point, or if not living here at one point.
Neat.
But you see a larger spider than the other ones, and then just all of the children that you were looking for when you rolled the 1.
See, I didn't eat them.
The kids in the ruins. My kind of society.
And the big spider comes up to you guys. It's just like, oh, okay. Well, we did hear that you would be coming down today, and like maybe like they said that we could get you guys to do a couple of favors in exchange for letting you get down, or like really I have no control over you blowing a hole in my floor. Like it's perfectly fine. I mean, I could eat you later at some point if I wanted to, but really it'd be easier just to get you to do me a favor, I suppose. So you're going to be destroying the way that my kids get to school. And I can't have them at the house. where I live.
How many children do you have?
That's an awfully rude question, guy with tentacles for legs.
Oh,
Perhaps we could
I'm sorry.
create some sort of bypass.
I got a catapult. That should fix your issues.
In my society, we just threw our kids out into the, forest.
How'd that work for you?
About 50%, 50%,
I like to have at least a 98%. Keeping my kids alive. Thank you very much, guy with tentacles for legs. What's your name again? I just in case I need to talk to your supervisor. You want me to kill half of my kids? Yeah, you heard it. I'm just saying.
My name is Larry.
Larry, excellent. Nice to meet you. My name is Martha.
Pleasure to meet you, Martha.
This is Bruce and Clark and Kent and Wayne and...
Hello, my name is Martha.
Oh, very nice to meet you, Martha. Yeah, I would love to eat you.
The feeling is mutual.
I sure hope so. And, who is this beautifully furried guy? Look at you. Just pinches Midnight's cheek.
Name's Midnight.
Oh, you're so furry. It's really just kind of
I know.
fluffs up your fur with like 4 of her 8 legs. Mind you, remember, she's wearing like Victorian garb. So picture corset, really like wide, like dress, and also probably a hat. Excellent. Royce, you are currently being climbed on by at least 3 spiders.
Yeah.
Okay, just letting you know. They're not talking, but they're all about it.
I'm gonna ask if they want to get tossed.
Oh shit, yeah.
In a friendly way.
They
You guys want to
fucking
get
love
flown?
it.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay, I throw them.
Am I gonna make you roll for throwing these children?
How big are the spider babies?
I would say about probably human toddler size.
Oh, that is perfect throwing size.
I throw
How
them.
many of them are there?
There are 3 that are on him. There are easily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's at least 11 that you see right now. There are 11 on my screen right now.
What's 10 divided by 11?
Negative?
Point.
90.
0.9.
0.90. Okay, so 90%. Sorry, I was thinking about eating one if it satisfied the 98%,
Oh shit.
but it goes below that, so she'll take notice. So I won't eat one of them.
That would have made me very uncomfortable. I would have let it go, but I would have let you know. Like,
Have you thought about having your kids be, I don't know, apprentices? I'm thinking about the bunnies.
No.
fuck me! Oh god, I almost threw my coffee up. Fuck. Whew. All right. Apparently not. All right.
Hard no.
Senior officer made a ruling immediately. It's like my first ruling as senior officer, we're not apprenticing spiders. Good to know. Oh god, yeah, I ever laugh so hard you get the weird floaties in front of your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
That's happening.
I want you all to know I did point at the wall.
Oh my god. Okay.
So how well do these children take to being thrown?
Oh, they love it.
So like they don't get hurt or anything?
Nah, they got exoskeletons.
Yeah.
Tarantulas are the only ones that can, only spiders that can get hurt from falling, I think. I think these are a bit, yeah, they're kind of tarantula-like. Oh, roll a 20-sided, let's just see.
Hell yeah, I hope I fail.
Oh god. You did. Congratulations. They are significantly more tarantula than you would like them to be. So like when they land in your hand, it's just like, it's way more solid. It's like, fuck, I can't catapult these, it'll kill them.
It's not that I can't.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not that you can't. You can catapult them if you want to kill them.
Right. So yeah, back at the matter at hand.
Okay.
What is the route to school, and where do we need to dig?
The route to school is basically, it's going to be across this. You need to dig the hole. I'm straight down. It's basically how you guys have to do it. The way to their school is the other, like, going left to right. So
Okay.
they're gonna start here. They have to get here. It's a pretty big thing. But like, you guys can't have the hole covered up with spider webs. And their normal way would be use spider webs to get across. But if you guys are if Peanut and Rupert are lowering machinery all the time and it's going up and down, and we don't know how many of their mole people are going to be working, and they've got a whole city of workers up there. If they're always using this, you don't want to break those spider webs for them.
Yeah.
Unless you do, I don't know.
I mean, this could be a great trade for these kids to learn. Construction pays well, and unions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I fully support child labor, but you do you.
So a thought occurs to me. The problem isn't just the route being blocked, it's also time, right?
Yeah, they
Like,
gotta get to school at certain times a day.
Okay, so we know the webs are pretty sturdy. Could we maybe use them for a trolley system? Like a trolley system to go around, make it faster to go around, but still where they go around.
Ooh, and it would be fun.
Yeah, I could see it. Use the web as the wire. Yeah.
Kids enjoy going to school. That's blasphemy.
I believe trolleys are rated at a 98% survival.
Yeah, probably closer to 100.
That's an acceptable risk, says Martha, mother of Wayne, Kent, Clark, and Booth. And then the other 7 that I didn't bother naming because I couldn't think of funny Batman names.
Unless there is a trolley problem. Yes, Seth, you're right. In which case, we'll let them deal with that.
You guys built this trolley, except immediately place something breaks the trolley.
Well, we'd have to design the trolley to accommodate spider people. Then we'd have to make the track for the trolley using the webs, and then sufficiently make the path good.
We
we can do that.
just dig around.
Where's your spirit of science?
Yeah. 11 times.
My specialty is not physical science, so I will defer to your expertise on that.
All right, I need metal to build a trolley that will fit spider people, or can we harden the webs to make like paneling?
Yeah, you can make that as part of your plan, and like when you roll. So, we're building a trolley. Royce seems to be trying to harden the webs into making like the paneling for said train.
Yeah.
Seth, Midnight, and Vatna, how are you building this trolley?
We've got
Is it
the
like
track.
a cable car system, or?
I'm thinking we're dealing with a cable car system.
Okay, then I'm braiding the web for the line that's going to be hanging from.
No, it turns
Midnight
out 43 people died on a trolley in 1900. On Independence Day, 1900. Oh, in Tacoma. Fuck.
That's a 43% death rate right there.
Oh, that'll teach him. Yeah, the trick to like surviving a fall inside of a trolley is to jump at the last second and hope nothing like impales you.
I do like how we're making a combo trolley cable car now.
Yep, we're making a trolley cable car.
So what kind of system is going to be powering this?
I'm gonna think momentum. I think it's just like the counterweight system.
I was thinking it'd be like foot power,
Oh,
but faster than like.
Well, yeah, they got 8 of them.
Yeah.
It's 8 times faster than any bicycle on that we have.
And they get exercise when they go to school.
Okay.
Such a plus.
It's like a Flintstone situation.
Since this is going to be, how long is this going to be? How do we know how much?
I don't know. Like eyeballing this, I'm gonna say anywhere from 40 to 80 feet of a ravine.
Right then.
Okay, so we just need to like build it around. So there's no blocking the hole around the circumference of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna just assist making the tracks because I've got enough limbs to help.
Or what if we like dug out its own lane into the side of the hole so that it's like, in case there's like some protection, like in case there's like an equipment failure from the Diggy team and like something falls and you don't hear later, oh, a tragic construction accident kills bus full of spider children in the news the next day.
Oh, it'll happen.
True.
I feel like Stept is like going out of his way to make sure it happens. Leo has provided some anchors for you so that help to keep the cables in place and whatnot.
So Midnight would probably focus on actually planning out the route to make sure it's not interfering with anything else.
Alright. So yeah, that seems like a roll for each of you. I'm looking for 3 successes. A 20 will count as 2 successes. That's a bad one.
On.
That's a bad one. Oh, that's real bad. Oh, we got a failure and then a 1. Royce, your panels are perfect. Midnight, your plan, like the way you have it laid out, also perfect. Now let's talk about Seth and Vatna's. Vatna, it's perfect for you. Like this is exactly how you would braid your threads.
Yeah.
Yep. It's exactly right. In Midnight, yeah, this path, yeah, this is. Wait, no, Midnight did great. Seth, yeah, these would work as perfectly fine rails. I don't know how anybody wouldn't think that these rails that you're creating aren't exactly right. And like everybody else looks at them, it's like, yeah, if I made rails that were on the ground, that would be exactly how they would be. Except for these rails are on the wall, aren't they? But man, they look perfect.
They're spiders. They love being on the wall.
Yeah, they love being on the wall. They don't so much love it when their newly formed train falls off the wall. But don't worry, Seth, don't even worry about that. Vatna has a redundancy for you. If anything goes wrong with your tracking, Vatna's ropes will catch it before it goes anywhere. Like, there's no way. There's not going to be a problem. Vatna has triple braided his ropes. And if you know anybody that knows how to handle thread, it's Vatna. He's got you.
I 100% believe this.
And you do. You all 100 and Kole, you guys remember when Kole made his trains back in the Silver Thimble? That's what you're basing your designs on. And Kole, your trains are perfect. They're great. Given the right track and the right support system, this is perfect. Midnight plotted out the exact path that they need to take to and from school. They're safe. Martha comes out, shakes everybody's hand. Little ribbon cutting ceremony the first couple times. Nothing wrong. You may all continue down to the next floor.
Not gonna be here for those children again. Okay.
Hey, you can just always come back and, you know, roadkill.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll figure it out someday. Don't worry. Nobody panic.
There's 2 nat ones when I was dealing with spider children.
All right. So we're all ready for the next floor then. This floor went perfect, right?
Let's go.
All right.
We're on
I
schedule.
played my part.
I hate everything right now. Very funny.
The kids will be hating everything soon.
Kids won't be hating anything soon. Alright, so this is another and when you guys get down to this floor and you guys are all expecting you see all the spiders. These spiders might how do I put this without sounding racist against spiders? These
racist.
ones look far more spider than people. They are bearing their fangs. Their fangs are dripping with just noxious looking venom. And they are all slowly creeping up to you.
Do desist.
No. Bad spiders. Bad. Don't make me get the boot.
Gonna keep a close eye on Vatna. Gotta protect the fluff.
Do they respond to speaking?
Go ahead and roll me a 20-sider. They do not respond to the words, but maybe they'll respond to your tone. Oh yeah, totally. They're terrified of you. They all stop oh, okay, all right.
And I will repeat the words. The feeling is mutual.
These spiders are concerned that they might be eaten by a moth and a beautifully furry wolf man and a tentacle leg boy and a really ripped blue guy.
Do we even need to do anything here, or can we just eminent domain?
Fucking yeah. God damn it. What's that? What? Not eminent domain, but the other thing. How Americans got across the country so far. Magna Carta? No, not Magna Carta.
Manifest Destiny.
Manifest Destiny. Thank you. You guys just gonna manifest destiny these spider homes?
I look to the others.
You know
We'll
what?
build a wall.
I'm going to try something. This is probably going to be a terrible, terrible idea, but I'm going to try to soul gaze them.
They're just spiders. They don't have these are literally just spiders unless somebody what's the word? Bitter gifts them.
Wait, if they're literally just spiders, yeah, let's just. I don't care. They're not people.
Well, my main concern is that they might attack the Diggy team. So I'm thinking we might find. My thought is the soul gaze. I might find what it is they like that we might be able to distract them with. Like if the ideal is we just want to eat, maybe find something along those lines to deal with it.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and make the roll. Sure.
Are Rupert and Peanut here?
No, Rupert's terrified of spiders.
Right.
Oh no.
Double up is active right now,
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way.
Yeah, roll one more time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, their ideal and flaw, they are spiders, and they have no worst or best because they are natural creatures and they do not have a morality situation that way. They want to eat all of you because you all look like food, and anything that is smaller than them that they could eat would be food. If, the more you get stuck in their webs, the more they want to eat you. They are currently scared of Vatna because they think Vatna is going to eat them.
Yeah, okay, we could just burn them all, I think.
The fire solves everything approach.
I mean, in this kind of situation, yeah.
I'll pull out my Dracus sword.
Jesus Christ.
What does that card say?
Everybody refills 5 HP and 5 AP because the 320s were played.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Party and crew, so everybody.
Yeah, you guys, everybody in chat, everybody in crew.
Nice.
5 and 5.
That nearly fills me.
So yeah, they're scared of you, Vatna, but like not scared enough to not. They still want to eat you, you know.
They're just spiders, though, right?
Yeah, they're just spiders. They have not tried to talk with you, even though you guys have tried to talk to them, and they have been soul gazed, so they are just spiders.
I wonder if they would respect a show of force.
Today, what of the union workers who have to
Oh,
work
well,
in these conditions? There would
I
be a
just
lawsuit.
assumed we'd set up like a tube. This portion of the dig, so they just can't get in.
I'm one press away from saying flamethrower. But
Or burn them all, you know?
I mean, Vatna, how hungry are you right now?
I could eat. It has been several hours, and I had a long night.
Cooked giant spider doesn't taste that bad once you get used to it.
So we're gonna rip and tear.
Aptly
Maybe
put. And I charge forward at the nearest spider to cook it alive.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll a 20-sider for me. Make the attack against. You guys are surrounded by 9 minion level spiders. Not minion, like commoner level.
I'd like to fist a spider.
Yeah, so Vatna, you burn the shit out of one of the spiders.
I wish I could raise that by 1. It does neat things when it crits. Wait, I can raise that by 1.
Transfer an enemy into a boss. Okay, well, that's fun.
Let me pull out my sheet.
Yeah, same. I thought I had mine up, but it's all messy.
So now Forgiven's made this one into like boss. Fuck. Sorry, guys.
That one?
It's a dungeon game, you know?
Yeah, right? You need spiders in a dungeon game.
Boss spiders.
Boss spiders especially. This is the first one of the Diggy Hole games that had anybody have any combat in. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the flamethrower is more like a volatile armament than a security. Like, but that's fine. Because if a security team has a flamethrower, I'm concerned.
I thought that was standard equipment, but
Well,
learn something new every day.
we have this boss to deal with.
Yeah,
now that there's a boss, would these spiders be considered minions?
Oh no, like these guys are still gonna be commoners, so lower than minions. Alright, so
Okay. If I use an ability that deals with minions, would it deal with them?
yeah, it'll deal with them too.
Okay.
Also, so yeah, Vatna, you got a 20 on. So now Forgiveness cursed your flamethrower, Seth. That'll be fun. So when you use that flamethrower, you have to roll 2 dice and take the lower one.
All
But
right.
your character doesn't know that, for the record.
All right. I'm gonna.
Oh, Vatna has to tell me what's going on with his sword, because he attacked and hit with a 20, because he raised it by 1.
So, like, it slices directly through the first spider, and like all the blood in it or ichor turns molten and sprays onto the one next to it.
That's just
It
rude.
just becomes superheated, like hot shrapnel.
Oh shit, then it pops through its exoskeleton.
Yeah.
I don't like that, but okay. Alright, Seth.
And his sword's on fire.
Yes, it is a flaming sword, and now the spiders are looking at you uncomfortably. They're also looking at Seth with his flamethrower uncomfortably.
Time to start dinner? I'm not very good at puns.
Oh, yeah, like, oh, you tried that? Yeah, so there you go, 15. 15's still okay. You succeeded. Like, you can burn 2 of these spiders up, no problem, with your fucking dangerous flamethrower.
I hope you like them well done, Vatna.
Medium well, if you could.
So those 2 spiders are dead. The webs are a little bit on fire. Royce and or Midnight, there are 4 little spiders and 1 giant one that just kind of crawled out of the space.
Got the big one. Midnight would just look towards the big one and just say, I think you're going to be consumed by my shadow. And I'm going to actually...
The spider stands up on 2 of its legs and pulls out 6 swords.
What?
Neat.
Puts a fucking full metal, puts a crusader helm on.
Is this the boss?
Let's fucking go. Yeah, and it's
Quite shall devour him.
yeah. Make your roll.
Yeah.
Double up is still active.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, one more time. That's very fun. It would have been funnier if it was a 1. Okay. In radiant flame, hitting the fatality pips. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you set the dude on fire. It is not dead though, not yet. You do see like a shield kind of burst in front of it. At this point, like you know what a shield looks like when somebody flexes out of it. Like it's just a flaming spider and it's like rushes you guys down. I'm gonna roll its attack though.
The giant spider is attacking us.
Yes. It did not miss a single time. But it did get a lot of tough choices.
Oh, it rolled a tough choice?
It rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tough choices.
I would like to counterattack each time.
Well, that just seems rude.
So that all that means is I'll take no damage.
Do you deal damage back to it with that, or?
Only if they roll a failure.
Oh yeah, it did not fail.
Yeah. So if they were going to deal damage to me, I move the attack aside and take no damage.
I actually really like the idea of like you just jumping in front of Midnight and just blocking everything, but you do take 1 hit. It does hit you once for 2 damage.
Royce is going to flex.
So does Midnight have the shadow
Yeah,
back?
I guess it's your attack. Oh no, it's Midnight. No, Midnight did that. Midnight did that. It was a count. Yeah, so like whatever you want to do, you can try to finish this thing off.
I'm gonna limit break.
Just jump on it, punch it to death.
I'm gonna mark it, and I'm gonna make 3 successful basic attacks against it, and then I get to continue making attacks until I roll lower than a success.
All right, so what's that like? It's 6 immediately because 3 successful ones is 6. Yeah, roll your next attack. Yeah, okay. So it's at 2 HP left, so it's dead now. Do you want to keep punching it in the face?
Okay, there we go.
And there's just the 4 lower minion spiders left, and that's it.
They're fucking gone.
Oh, okay.
They are to the wind.
Is that before its second
That
turn?
is before its second turn. Yes.
I'm going
Bingo.
Bosses never survive. I was like, I'll give it 20 HP instead of 10 HP.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we got to rip and tear.
All right, so there are 6 swords. They are masterwork swords, is what the book calls them. They're basically indestructible. There's like all 6 of its swords, and also its helm will give you a permanent anybody. It can fit anybody. It's like a Crusader's helm that will always reduce 1 damage. It's not like a temporary shield. It's a permanent shield as long as you're wearing it. But if you get if something breaks while you're wearing it, that's the thing that's gonna break.
Hmm.
And that is what the boss item, the bingo thing
It
is.
drops an extra item.
Yep, the 6 swords and then the helmet.
You guys want some swords?
I mean, I can.
They look well done.
I could always. Not as well done as these spiders. Hey.
True.
I mean, they're pretty much just. And they're pretty much just what we already get standard issue, but
They are nice though.
I mean,
I will take one.
I will also take one.
yeah, I suppose I'll take one as a trophy.
There's
Oh,
also
no,
those-
these do deal an extra damage. These ones do 3 damage.
Oh,
Neat.
okay.
Yeah.
And then 2 extra. It would get some Rupert and Peanut.
Just give it a Rupert and Peanut.
Sure, why
I
not?
love that idea. I think that's wholesome.
a little gift for him.
But we don't have to worry about this. Should we double check this floor?
Well, I do like the idea of a tube, but it seems both problems are dealt with.
I mean, I would still burn the webs to be safe, just in case there's any eggs hiding, but
Actually, that is
That's
a
just-
good idea. I don't want to make it dangerous for us here, though. Because we are still on this floor.
Well, searching the
think they'll bother
floor
us.
is not a bad idea, and yeah, I do want to go like searching for egg sacs.
We're gonna
Alright.
search for egg sacs.
So we're gonna commit genocide on these spiders.
I do like eggs.
So rude. Alright, Seth and Vatna, go ahead and give me 2 20-siders each. Are you searching for them and then burning them, or are you just searching for
Searching for them first to see if it's and if it's safe enough to burn them.
Yeah, searching for and kind of through them if there's like something that's like not an egg sac.
Oh, one more
And-
20-sider. Vatna, it double up is still in effect for another 2 minutes. Yeah,
Snake eyes. Yeah, I'm searching for like eggs to burn, and I don't know if there's anything like remains left behind or items.
Seth. Oop, somebody's playing a card.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
I'm gonna
okay.
burn it down.
Oh, sorry. Whew, Harvard. Yeah, you guys can figure out how to like clear out the area. The item on this floor was already was that Crusader's helm. Well, was the Masterwork swords. But then you guys also got the Crusaders helm. But yeah, this floor seems pretty clear. You guys, between the controlled burns that you guys have taken care of, you don't think the spiders will be back? But being completely sure with it, there's no way to be 100% on it.
Right. So
That's
the
why I
tube
think
still
it's
might be a
clear.
good idea.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But now we can have the space to construct that said tube.
Most certainly.
And
You
there's
guys
food.
want... Royce is running to the restroom real quick. I actually don't know how long ago we wrote that. So Midnight, any ideas on how to like get a tube going?
Not a clue.
That's alright. That's alright. Vatna or Seth?
Like, are we talking about a tube that from all the way to the top of this floor to the bottom of this floor, all the way throughout the entire structure?
Exclusively this floor for now. Like this is the only floor that needs it.
Just some walls to block off. We could just make walls out of well, no, we can't use web because they digest that. Even just walls around it. It doesn't have to be
What
like
about, like
really-
steel cable, like fencing.
Yeah,
Like
that's a good idea.
It can be cheap and effective.
Or like fence wire.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm down.
Like a reverse cage.
Yeah, exactly, but with spikes on it.
Sure.
Sure.
But no, the spikes not to be inside the tube, but on the outside of the tube.
You're gonna
Oh,
roll
yeah.
a 1 and I'm gonna put those spikes on the inside.
All right. Who had the blueprints upside down?
Yes, right? Like, okay. So go ahead, Seth and Vatna, roll me to like build me a chain fence with spikes on the outside. Okay, Seth. Like, okay, we got the blueprints, but how does it go? Like, how do we get it together? Vatna.
Well, Vatna's just so great at weaving things.
You've been great tonight about like the weaving things. Oh, look at that! You got this one just fine.
I mean, the last one was fine too.
Yeah,
What
the
are you talking
last
about?
one was perfect. Yeah. As long as nobody rolls a 1 for the rest of this game, we're fine.
Is that when the scales tip?
That's when... literally the next one that has rolled it all, spider children are dead.
Not just this game, forever.
Yeah, just they're fucking dead.
No.
Just never roll a 1 ever again, any of you. When's the
Yeah.
next time Carrie plays?
I love the fact that I'll never sleep again ever. Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Like the blood of Bruce, Wayne, Clark, and Kent. Well, just on your hands. Alright, so you guys do make it to the, like, you make it to the bottom, and like down here, the webs have like a bioluminescent feel. Some of the webs like they seem like they've been here for much longer than like recently put down. They're not sticky anymore. Like, you know how cobwebs just aren't sticky after a certain while, like in your attic and stuff? Like it still touches you, but they're not sticky.
I
Yes,
taste
because
one.
dust.
You taste them. Go ahead and roll me a 20-sider.
You had plenty of spider upstairs to eat.
All right, here's your tough choice. Your tough choice is you can get a little bit of information, but something's about to happen, or something bad will happen, or you can just like, it tastes okay, and it'll refill your AP. Like you'll be at 10 AP.
I'll take that option.
Sure, yeah, you're at 10 AP. It's just like, a little bit of reality in these. A little like, You got a little bit of reality taste in this flavor.
Yeah.
Right, so like Peanut and Rupert, like you
I
see
just say
them,
to them, potent.
Peanut and Rupert do like manage to get down through the thing, and they both are just uncomfortable with the amount of spiders that they see.
I will protect Peanut with my life.
You just hear like scritching of a tattoo looking down at the from the well above. I was like, yep. And he just walks away from the hole. And he's like, okay, this feels great. I'm not happy with the amount of webs we got here, but at least there's no spiders.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Thank you. But this feels a little bit more like solid than we've been dealing with. Mostly it's been like sandstone and yarn, which was weird. And then web, but this hole already existed. Like, that's important to realize. This hole has always been here. Like, where you're at, like, you guys didn't have to do any digging other than to like make that a little bit more for the spiders. It's just been straight down.
Well, is there something down here?
There's a little bit of like runes around, like there were above.
Like ruinesque.
Yeah, like old buildings, like carved out of stone.
Oh, I want to go exploring. This sounds like a great time.
God, that sounds like fun. I still like the idea of like harvesting some of this spider web. I know it can be used in something.
It is quite potent. Teams of 2 go exploring.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys can roll me a 20-sider. Whoever wants to go out exploring. If you all want to do it, you can all just roll. But if we roll a 1, you all take the punishment for that.
14.
So far, the highest is a 14.
I didn't
Then
see
it's
that.
a 3, but that's not a
Nope.
1, so we're
I didn't see
okay.
that.
Come on, one.
That's another 3.
2 successes, 2 fails.
Alright, so you guys do like come across a and excuse me because I didn't make a map for this one. I kind of thought about doing it, but then I didn't. You find what looks like to us is an observatory. Like it has a large telescope on the inside, but it's like pointed up directly into just stone.
What kind of stone?
The same stone is directly above the stone that you blew through with the dynamite and stuff. It's just like none of this was here. Yeah, that's what you're gonna like. None of this was here. None of this was built down here. It was built on a surface of somewhere. It was clearly looking into the sky.
Right. And somehow it just popped into place here.
That is, yeah.
That's. I mean, we've come across similar things before, like with the Wolpertinger hole.
Yeah. But you are way deeper than the Warbletinger hole, for the record.
Oh, certainly.
You are like
we're at least like 300 Ruperts by now.
yeah. You're 3/5 of the way through the world.
Is it hot down here?
No, it's temperate actually. Feels good.
Could I use Magic Eye?
Sure.
It's you briefly gain ability to see beyond physical reality for the next hour. You're able to see the following: magic, or illusion, and illusion.
And can I use sense magic as well?
Yeah, you will both immediately just like realize that the telescope is magical.
Ooh, I
Hey,
wanna
that
look
telescope's
through it.
magic.
I want to look through it.
Uh Okay, this finely polished brass telescope forged in the fires of creation. When you look through the eyepiece, it shows you a pristine view of space in the direction you are pointing. It ignores anything that would obscure the... So yeah, you guys, you are looking. It is pointed at the outer planet. You see that outer planet. It's just, boop, that's what it's focused on right now.
How large is this?
It's big. Like an observatory telescope would be. Getting it out of this building wouldn't be like the hardest thing in the world because you guys have machinery right outside.
Imagine how cool this would be.
May I have this?
I don't think you can pick it up, man.
Can I fit it into my dress?
Yeah, you totally could put it in your dress.
Never mind.
I could pick it up probably.
Oh yeah, you're fucking jacked. Well, Midnight
Oh, can you help me get it in my dress?
Lurid.
You want me to put
we have
this
to be
telescope
like
in your dress?
Yes.
We need to be up to force for this.
All right, I'll slide on in.
No, I don't specifically want this. This could be a crew item. Very good one.
It would be really nice on the ship. Just attach it on the side there.
So,
yeah, but then it's gonna break on a mission.
Ah, shit, you're right.
It does have it has two modes. Option A for 3 AP, when you turn the switch on the side of the telescope, it shows you the nearest planet where life is present. Option B for 9 AP, it opens a two-way portal leading to the most recent planet it has identified.
Whoa.
I know that says 9 AP, it's way more. It's gonna be like 20. Like, you guys can like go in on it. Like, multiple people can put the thing in it, but really don't worry too much about option B. That's how the book has it written, but that kind of like... We'll play that one by ear. I liked the idea of the telescope.
Yeah.
You'd have to go like Super Saiyan for a little bit to make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Hey, where's Leto? Where's he been?
That's a great question.
I just keep in my head. I just keep picturing Leto like hanging out on the beach wearing like shorts and a Hawaiian shirt because he's not the engine of your new sub.
True.
He's just taking a fucking vacation away from being blown up.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Totally.
Yeah, so like these Peanut and Rupert have begun like taking samples of the floor and like of the rocks and stuff, and like we're getting close. See, and Peanut walks up with like vials, like, see, this is from our surface, and this is from where we are now. We are clearly, and like you guys can just see like the differences in color and stuff, and he's just like going on and on about how like it doesn't seem like you are standing on the same world down here as you were when you started.
Yeah, can I see if I can get a few more samples of like how this world tastes? Find some like lush patches of whatever.
Yeah, yeah, you can just do that. Just like it does not. It tastes like the surface, but almost like reduced down, you know? Like if you let something cook, if you let the surface cook down for a very long time, you can tell that there's like apple in this, but it doesn't taste like an apple. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's like a LaCroix.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a LaCroix. You've got an apple cider flavored LaCroix. Like you know what it's supposed to, but
sounds like the worst.
Only because you read it. Only because you read the side and it said apple cider. It's just, yeah, okay, I guess. I mean, yeah, I might have seen apple cider. Somebody might have whispered apple cider in your ear while you were... They didn't even pronounce it right, though. They were like, apple cider.
Oh, not the seed.
So it's a worse version.
Yeah. But no, like,
right.
yeah.
I mean, it looks really nice down here. Just put a little hut. It's a nice retirement place.
Well, we're gonna be digging a hole, I think.
Rupert's like, yeah, no chilies, and he just starts pickaxing the ground.
Can I pick up a little sapling if there's one?
It is moss, but no like actual like plant life down here.
Yeah, take some moss.
Yeah.
So I
Building
do
a
have
hole-
one thing.
Oh, go ahead.
I do have.
Nope.
I do have one thing I kind of want to do.
Sure.
So I have my thinking cap.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to put it on, activate it. You activate the hat, and suddenly you find everything in your surroundings more interesting, including things that other people say. Feel compelled to ask questions, start conversations, or audibly opine about things that might seem obvious or boring to others. Do 3 of these things in a combination, the guide will reveal a hidden clue to you in your scene.
Absolutely. So here's like, so as they're talking, here's what you think of that is like really becomes apparent. And Twi would like this quite a bit, I'm sure. Do you know when people do the really big like cuttings of like ancient geology, like when a mountain splits in half situation, and you can see the different eras of the rock?
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about, like the different sediments and stuff. It is so profound. Like you're looking at the wall when everybody else is looking at the ground. You're looking at the wall and like going all the way up. Like you can see, it's just stacks, like a fucking stack of pancakes. But each pancake is a different color. But then it's just like, oh shit, these are these different worlds stacked on top of each other? It's like, is that what's happening? That is what the thinking cap is like getting started in your head.
So, got this moss that Vatna likes to eat. These different layers for each as we dig deep in the hole. And
You're trying to think, and you just hear clang, clang, clang. And Peanut's like, that's where we brought the machines down. And it's just over and over, just loud ass clanging.
Is someone just shouting clang?
Every time Rupert hits the ground, he's clang. He's also doing like the sound effects.
Like,
are we still actually liminal? Does liminal change shape over time?
It tastes similar to liminal, but not quite.
You have definitely not gone through a rift. I would have told you all that you.
Does this remind me of any terrain, any other world we've been on?
No. But it does, like, it doesn't remind you of anyone that you've specifically been on, but like, it's like, okay, like I can, like, once if Midnight tells you all about it, you can all be like, okay, I can see the similarities in some of the other places we've been. But
World's an onion.
the world is an onion. Not Forgiven called it a lasagna. But that is the end of this diggy hole.
The liminal lasagna.
A lasagna made of doors. But yeah, this diggy hole went about almost 2 hours, which is about a half an hour longer than I normally go. But that was fun for me.
Good.
Yeah, we almost erased an entire existence.
Yeah, that would have been fun. Why didn't you kill those spiders? Just a one.
We
Just a
did.
one would have done it.
We did kill a bunch of spiders with fire.
Yep, that is true.
I'm trying to play a card, but Streamloots looks like it froze for me.
Solid. What card are you trying to play?
Oh wait, there it went. It took like a whole minute. Loot giblins. Loot giblets.
Luke Goblin.
Oh, okay. So the goblin comes crawling out of the the trolley you guys made. Because that's why you guys didn't get one on that floor. Because you guys rolled so low. Alright, he comes crawling out of that out of it with a, he has a shroud on. It's called the Gideon Shroud. Is a knee-length, flowing black cloak that appears to glisten under moonlight. The shroud makes the wearer undetectable by clairvoyance magic. So, like, nobody can see you by scrying for you. And, like, you might not, but you will know that protects you from the librarian.
I would really love to have that.
Any being attempting to spy on the wearer of the shroud feels confused and gains misleading information. So if somebody tries to, like, locate you... So, yeah. Like, there are tons of other things that could, like, be a worry for you that we don't know about right now. But the main thing is, if you're wearing this, the librarian cannot see you. Or learn what's going on with you. So I dropped that into the thing as well. But that's the only item you guys missed. There was one item on each floor. Well, 6.
I mean, that was worth the card alone to get that. So.
Yeah, it's good.
I really don't like the librarian, for reasons.
I think Nika was getting ready was going to run her, like, art stream after this. So thank you guys for playing.
No, I'm actually not doing that. I posted it in general. And I talked about it beforehand that, Alan and I were just fucking wiped, so we're actually gonna just wrap it here.
Yeah, I would like to go to sleep so bad.
We slept awful, and for, like, no concrete reason, just everything was the worst, and we slept terribly. So, we're gonna wrap it here. We will see you guys tomorrow. Get some...
For more Royce adventures.
Yeah, that is true. Tomorrow... Grab the, like, latest... Oh, scroll. Could've had it up and didn't, though. Alright, so tomorrow's game is Broken, where someone, probably Blueberries, broke something important, but no one can remember what it is. It's gonna be a little adventure. So it's, friend Josh Pander, Blueberries Pie, Royce, Raz, and Krieg, all tomorrow's game. And then on Sunday, We Didn't Start the Fire, where Jace will make his debut as player, which I am very excited for.
I also want to make it clear that Vatna needs to eat at least one spider before we leave.
Just stuff it in your mouth.
Want me to go find one? I'll wrangle up a spider.
Just grab Martha.
I mean...
Her 98% didn't include her.
Right, though.
Fucking...
Damn, that's dark.
I just love the idea that, like, fucking Vatna's eating a spider, and Rupert looks over like, gross, and just starts throwing up like crazy. Just projectile vomiting all over.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen Rupert eat a spider before, though.
Not get any AP out of them.
Aren't you at 10?
I want to overload.
Can't overload? Then I have to make a whole new mechanic for this game, and I'm not ready for that.
Bulking up on protein.
Have to roll every time you want one extra, and if you fail, you actually explode.
Isn't that what cocaine is?
Pretty much.
It's like,
Do we do drugs?
I'm good.
See, I filled up on moss while we were down there.
Right, just like eating nothing but salad down here, and it's like...
Please
Air
don't
quotes,
snort
moss.
the spiders as cocaine. Well, you know what? Never mind. You do you.
Or do
We already have cocaine. It's pixie dust. It's from another world, but like the owl was fucking getting destroyed with that.
Mainline and
Anyway,
that shit.
so
Alright.
please show up for tomorrow. We've got some cool stuff.
Yeah,
coming.
especially,
We got a
be
really
at the
cool
start.
game planned out with Josh, and then we got on Sunday we got another cool game with Jace. All the cool games.
Please
Thank you
join
all
us
for
at the
playing.
start of tomorrow's game, just because we have something to show you. Just saying, it was a little something,
Little
to
cool
show
stuff.
you. Do a little,
Get here.
little thing. Get here
Get
early.
here.
I'll be here early. I'll make sure of it.
I absolutely hope so. Alright, we will see you all tomorrow. Yeah, we will subscriber card tomorrow. We just
Yeah,
just
I was
absolutely dead today.
tired.
I'm so sorry.
Don't
But
worry,
you will have them in time for shenanigans this weekend.
I couldn't come up with 3 of them in any fucking time.
I can't brain, so we didn't.
Y'all, please get some rest.
We are absolutely going to. So we will see you all tomorrow. Bye forever.
Goodbye, everyone.